This is probably the best thing of the week is how much of a freak the Dalai Lama is.
Ah, dude, that was crazy.
Pretty nuts, right?
I saw that going around, and then I didn't give it too much thought, and then I was like, really? No way he said that. Surely someone misheard.
Dude, the Dalai Lama's friggin' tongue kissing children, and he's
making them suck the tongue.
I think he goes, the Chili Pepper song. He just, if you see he's got headphones on, he's listening to. That's why I said, dude, suck my kids. Let's roll the tape, ladies. He's not done though. You think he's done? You think he's going in for second?
By the way, the most disturbing part of this is how they have to blur the kid's face out because you're like, this is like a sex crime.
He's not done though. He's just warming. The Dalai Lama's just warming up. That was just a little sampler for him.
Suck the tongue.
Oh yeah, get that freaking tongue in your mouth. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. What the hell's he doing? What's this guy up to?
That's fucking yeah.
What's this guy up to?
Too many Bud Lights.
Yeah, that's what happened.
The Dalai Lama is fucking dipping into the Bud Lights. Now he's making kids suck his tongue.
So I guess he's the head of Buddhism, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole deal. And he's almost like an elected position in some ways.
Yeah, I don't know how the Dalai Lama works. I know he's not.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about the Dalai Lama. In addition to the fact that he's a freak, he's also probably getting it in with chicks and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I don't know if they have some sort of like monks are very bare bones kind of lives, you know.
Okay, so he's
although that's not his only scandal because remember the NXIVM documentary,
bare skin on the chicks.
Remember Keith Raniere in the NXIVM documentary?
What I was just gonna say,
yeah,
the Dalai Lama's a freak, Mo.
Yeah, I forgot about the NXIVM thing.
Dude,
yeah, he was fucking
Dalai Lama is, he was basically this guy. They went up to him and they're like, there's this guy, he has this, spirituality code. They go, he's like, listen, I'm very busy. They go, and apparently he's got all these girls branding himself. He goes, I'm listening. He
goes, what about tongue sucking? Is there much tongue sucking? Keith Raniere's like, dude, you're going to fucking love this one.
You are going to love this place.
So much sucking.
The Dalai Lama definitely came in there and he was like, crazy thing about my tongue is it's on my dick.
Yeah, but you know who Gene Simmons is? People said I got a similar tongue to Gene Simmons.
Dalai Lama getting his tongue sucked is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
But there's like a press, like a whole. That's the thing.
Well, he just seems. It's either one of two things. He's just like so innocent that. But even then, like. Who's like? I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, this isn't like, hey, give old grandpa.
I got your nose.
Give old grandpa like a peck on the cheek, and you go, okay, but he's like a sweet old man.
Yeah, he's putting his fingers down these kids' throats, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, just the crazy thing about Buddhism, we got to check your gag reflexes. You know that? It's nuts.
Suck the tongue.
Sucking the tongue. But the NXIVM cult thing, the fact that he was with that guy means he's probably with all these other... It sounds like anytime a guru starts to pop off, he starts poking around being like, what do you got going on here? What are you trying to intrude on my guru territory? You know what I mean? And then most of the gurus are taking the girls for a spin. You know what I mean? So the Buddhist, he can't really take the girls for a spin probably as much because there's a lot of like eyeballs on him. So he has to just like make all these visits. Like basically the NXIVM cults of the world are his Epstein's Island. So and
he can't even blame his culture either. He can't be like, "Oh, we do that."
Yeah, because everyone's like, "No, we don't."
Yeah. I looked and he just was like, "I'm sorry. I thought it was." What did he say? It was a joke.
He's on an apology tour right now, kind of being like, "My bad."
Yeah, but he was like, "Oh, it's just I thought it was a joke." And you're like, "That's kind of a weird joke."
Honest,
make a 9-year-old boy suck your tongue in front of 100 people.
Make him too. It's
make
like,
him.
It's like, let's go.
Yeah, he goes, now you suck the tongue.
Yeah, you suck the tongue. You wouldn't want to get kicked out of Buddhism, would you?
After the kiss on the lips too.
The whole thing is, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Honestly,
I'm with you. I didn't believe it at first.
Yeah, does the Dalai Lama
I didn't want to believe it. That my Dalai Lama.
Yeah. Does he hire like PR firm?
He hires a PR for llamas because they're licking faces so much.
Like, but is he like, oh man, we're in damage control? Like, he can't be fired.
No, he can't be fired.
I don't know who he's appointed by. Buddha?
Well, he had another controversy too, because in 2019, he basically said if his successor was a woman, because they were talking about, getting a woman Dalai Lama in there.
Yeah.
Dalai Lama. And then he basically said if a female Dalai Lama comes, she should be more attractive. So he said he's like, listen, I'm not opposed to a female Dalai Lama, but she's got to be a fucking dime piece. There's going to be no fat chicks, no uggos.
She got a fat ass.
I bet she needs a fat ass.
Are there chick monks?
I think that's how he auditions to people. And by the way, that's fair. If there is a female Dalai Lama, can't be like the new Dalai Lama.
Yeah,
you want a hottie with a body.
Buddha was a kind of a chunker though.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But he's saying the guys are allowed to get chunky, but the girls, no.
I mean, I can't remember what country I was in somewhere in Asia where
Buddha's a
I
little
think it was
chunky.
in Laos, and they like the monks like they come every day to collect food because they're like they live this like life of like just nothing. Like they just pray, and so they come every day with like a little basket, and all the townspeople like put food in their basket. That's how they eat.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there were no chicks.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of dudes.
There were no women.
Yeah, I think that there's some.
That's like a dude thing to be a monk.
It is sort of for the boy.
Monk is like, yeah, you just hang out with the boys. And
it's the ultimate for the boys move because you're removing dudes from the banging pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not gay. I mean, some of them might be, but... And they get to
There's got to be a couple monks.
It's weird. They get to drink alcohol, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they monks
I know
can party?
I know the European monks definitely do because they make their own beer.
So do they rock out, sort of?
I think so.